Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. So, I want to talk about how to break this cycle of bad love in your life and my experience and what I did to receive good love. And I talked about this a little bit on my Instagram. My Instagram is personal, I talk about my personal life and everything. So, if you want to follow me there, you can follow me, but I do talk about, spiritual stuff. Sometimes I do like daily readings, it's just random. So if you want to follow me there, you can. Like I said, I want to talk about my personal experience and everything that I went through and how I broke that cycle. And hopefully, this can help you as well. If you want to receive like your soulmate and or your life partner. Those of you who don't know, I was married for almost 5 years, but he was murdered in Honduras, and that relationship was not easy at all. Um, he had a daughter, and that daughter had a sister, has a sister, and he considered that child as his as well. So two kids, whatever. And they was like rude and disrespectful, and they was like bratty and a whole bunch of stuff. But I always saw their sweet side. But they always treated me a certain type of way that really made me sad. And they were little. They was little kids, and when I used to like be like, oh, don't do this, don't do that, because sometimes you gotta tell kids like, that's not okay to do certain things. He would tell me off. He was like, oh, that's not your daughter. But then when he sees I'm kind of like standoffish because you just yelled at me, he'll be like, oh, you know, she's your daughter. And I was just like so confused. And he had good qualities with him, but he had a lot of inner demons as well. It just wasn't a healthy relationship. I was always confused. Like he would tell me certain things like, "Oh, like go back to New York. Like I don't know why you're here. I'm your wife." Like he had like a lot of demons, and I used to be like, "Oh, let's talk about God and the angels." He would have certain days that he will, yes, like he would be into it, and it'd be other days like I don't believe no more. Like it was just so crazy, and like for example, I had to. He expected me to do every single thing. Like I had to like cook and clean at the same time. Like it was just so chaotic. He used to step out, and I used to see him for like hours or the following day. Like it was just very crazy. So I went through a lot. I cried a lot, and it was like a lot of infidelities, and I just didn't understand why. So he passed away, and of course I was heartbroken. But that sadness turned more into anger, and I would see his photo and I would just throw it because I was so mad that one, he left me without kids. Um, Two, his family hates me for no reason when I love them like crazy. Like I was just like, I love this family, and they actually hated me, and they secretly looking back at it, they treated me a certain way and they talked to me a certain way when I was just blind to see it, until the end. Even at the funeral, they treated me like shit, and I was literally by myself. Anyway, so I was just getting angry and angry and angry, and I was just like, I hate you, like. And that's when the gift was like getting stronger and stronger, and I was feeling him around, like I would feel him touch me and everything. I know it sounds crazy, but I would feel stuff, and the gift is in my family. So my father has it, my cousin has it. So one day, the saints entered my cousin's body, and if you're Dominican and or you're from the Caribbean, if you guys know about this, okay? So the saints enter her body, and they was like, "Oh, he's standing right next to you." And then I told the saint, I was like, "Well, tell him to go back because I don't care." Like literally, I was so mad. I'm like, "What is he doing here?" Like that's how angry I was at him for leaving me and just everything that he has put me through, you know. So this guy entered my life, and I knew him through family and everything, and we kind of like talked and whatnot, but he was just all the wrong qualities. Like when I mean he was just all the wrong qualities, he was a good listener, but he was still in a relationship with his child's mother. He was dealing with other women. He was a user, a manipulator, and I'm not gonna say his name because some people do follow me that knows him, so I'm not gonna disclaim his name. But he was just blatantly disrespectful. He would be certain days he'd be nice, but other days, he'd be so freaking disgusting to me that I was just like, why are you talking to me like this, you know? So one day I was just so angry and just think about so many past pain that I went through with my husband, that I was just like, oh, like, I hate you so much. Guess what happened next? I go on Facebook and then I see that a guy posted a picture of him and his of a guy posted a picture of the guy and his woman, that they still together. So I call the guy. I go ballistic because I'm like, he's using me, he's playing me, like he's messing with my head. And I'm like, so you're still with your child's mother? And he started going crazy at me, and I'm just like, why he's messing with my head? So I just literally, I broke down crying. I hung up. I broke down crying, and I was like, God, and because that's when I was thinking like crazy, and I was like, I was realizing what I was doing, and all the anger that I was building up is bringing something negative, bringing something that is not of God. So I started screaming, I started praying, and I'm like, God, please forgive me for all the hurtful things that I have said. Okay, please forgive Will for hurting me all those years and for leaving me. It was his time. Please forgive him, you know. And I was like, and even though so and so, the guy that I'm talking to, so and so being an asshole, please forgive him as well. But I meant it. When I mean I meant it, I meant it. And I was like, please send me someone that has amazing qualities, someone that's a sweetheart, someone that's funny, someone that's just like me, someone that wants similar things that I want out of life, someone that is devoted, listen to me, devoted to you. So I'm crying, I'm on the floor, and all I hear is literally, because I said half of the story, you know, I can't go all in on Instagram. All I heard literally was, get up, go wash your face, and go relax. So I got up, I backed up from the shrine. I went to the sink, I washed my face, and I sat back on the couch, and I started watching, I think, I forgot what show I was watching, but I was watching some show. I think I was watching some YouTube guys that try like all crazy stuff. During the meantime, my friend, okay, he's been contacting me for months. He doesn't know nothing, okay, because I've been ignoring him. But that was me being mean, because I didn't want to deal with no one that was from Honduras. Even though he was there for me from the freaking beginning, me being like, oh my God, my husband's family has hurted me so much, I don't want to deal with no one from Honduras ever again in my life. Which is sad to say, you know. So a couple of days later, he contacts me after not hearing him for a couple of weeks, because he stopped. He probably must have been like, you know what, this girl is not answering me. Like, she's not replying to my text messages. I would have stopped months ago, but I don't know. He probably was just like really concerned about me not hearing from me for a long time. So he was like, hi Sonia, how you doing? Of course in Spanish. And I'm like, I'm good. And those that know me, I'm kind of like really reserved. Like if I'm going through something, I don't talk. So I'm like, I'm good. And he was like, oh, I'm like, how about you? He was like, oh, you know, I'm going through a lot of situations like that, or whatever. He's about, I know things are getting better. And then I told him, I was like, oh, I know God has someone good in store for you. Just, you know, pray and blah, blah, blah. We just talking. So he was like, oh, it's funny that you say that. I wanted to tell you something. And I'm like, okay. So he's like, it's just weird to me. He literally, I put this on everything. He literally said, God told me that you're going to be my wife. People that know me know that I'm very serious sometimes, and I can be like, my expression, I'm like a monotone, so I'm like, really? Like, I'm just like, really? Like, you're bugging out. Like, I told him, like, you're bugging out. Like, you're going crazy because I'm not getting married again. I'm like, no, I'm not. And he was like, hear me out. But something told me to actually hear him out. So I started hearing him out and everything. And now we're dating. When his daughter saw me, different from my husband's daughter, when she saw me, she freaking hugged me, she kissed me, she was like, can I call you mommy Suni? I'm like, what? And I literally at nighttime I broke down and I cried, and I was like, God, like, you are showing me something, you're showing me that he was sent by you, because the other child, the other two children, they treat me like crap. And here's this little girl that doesn't even know me. She's like, can I call you mommy Suni? What? So, and guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you see pictures of me and her. I probably might post pictures here, okay? The relationship that we have is amazing.
Y ahora está bailando. Presentamos a la increíble también bailarina.
We're 8 months in, going on 9 months. He's literally like an amazing guy. He makes me laugh. I be in tears. Like, I be like, like boogers come out my nose. That's how hard I be laughing. He's so sweet. He's a gentleman. When I went to go visit him, and I stood over and everything, and one thing that I noticed that he did that my husband never did for me. When I travel, I always carry a laundry bag with me. So I had my laundry bag, and I had my underwear there. I get up like around 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm looking at my laundry bag. It's gone. So I'm like, okay, where's my laundry bag? So I'm like, in ropa sucia, my dirty clothes. And he was like, I'm washing your clothes. My intention was to wash clothes coming back home. And he washed my clothes. So I was like, wow. That's one of the things that I asked for. That's literally one of the things that I asked for. A man that also is gonna help me, like, that's gonna be there for me, that's gonna show me certain things, that's not just gonna be like, oh, you gotta do everything, you know, all the qualities that I want in a man. He's that. So I'm like, he is God sent, and he is devoted to God. And the thing that I want to tell you guys also, what I did, I broke a cycle. So it was kind of like, ask for forgiveness. I asked, you know, I like, how can I say, ask for forgiveness. I became really devoted to God and to angels and to the saints and everything. And one thing that I did was I stopped dating the same type of men. I had to wake the freak up, and I had to stop dating the same type of men. I had to break that cycle. I broke the cycle. So that's what I recommend you ladies or men. Break the cycle, become devoted to our Lord, and just ask for forgiveness. That's all I say. Ask for forgiveness and ask to clear your pathway, and literally you're gonna be fine. Like, you're gonna be fine. Your soulmate's gonna come in. That's my little message for you guys. Hopefully you like it, and hopefully I helped you guys. So see you later. Mucho besos.